Hello, friend. Today I'm excited to dive into saying no to things that don't fulfill you so you can say yes to what does. My name is Angie. Welcome to my channel, Quiet Confident Woman. My passion is truly about building confidence in women, especially introverted women, and supporting them in building a life and a business around what brings them joy. If you like what you hear, make sure to subscribe. Okay, so let's dive into it. Saying no. For many of us, that can be a huge challenge. So I heard two statements that I want to dive into today. One of them is make your no a complete sentence. The other is make your no a powerful no. Okay. So that first one, making your no a complete sentence. Oftentimes, I know I would always give a reason why I couldn't do something, right? So it would be, oh, thank you so much for asking me. I have my son's birthday party that day, so I won't be able to support you in that. Or it would be, oh my gosh, thank you so much for asking me, but we'll be on vacation. I wish I could help you out. And sometimes those things may be true. Like the reason I gave was always true. I didn't lie about the reason, but maybe I would have twisted the truth of, I really wish I could help you out. Because sometimes I really didn't wish I could help them out. And I was glad I had something that I had planned. Not that I didn't want whatever they were asking me to support them in to be successful, or I didn't want to help them as a person. It's because it was just one more thing added to my day. So I want to encourage you, if things don't feel like they should be a yes to you, make them a no. What I have done for the past couple of years is I've kind of ran a couple questions through my mind when I've been asked to do certain things. One, will it bring me a ton of joy? Like, am I super, super excited for whatever it is that they are asking me to do? Two, will it move the needle forward for me in something that I want to do? Perhaps I want to re-landscape our yard. And another passion would be to maybe take a vacation out of the country. And maybe another would be moving up in my business. So the thing that I'm asked to do, will it support me in any of those things? Maybe it's not a volunteer opportunity, it's an opportunity to work an extra hour or something like that, and that will help move the needle forward in moving up a position, and it will give me an extra paycheck to put money towards the vacation or for the yard. And so I might say yes to that because it's gonna move the needle on a couple of my desires. Or it might be something that I really, really love to do that doesn't move the needle on anything, but you know what? It totally lights me up. It fills my cup. I really like volunteering for it or doing whatever they're asking. And so I may say yes to that. If it falls outside of those things, I tend to say no. Now, when I say no is a complete sentence, it's not just saying no. So if somebody's like, hey, Angie, can you do X, Y, and Z? I'm not just gonna look at them and say, no, that would be rude. But you can politely decline without having a reason tied to it. Because let's be real, when we tie a reason to it, it's almost like it's our excuse for not doing the thing that we're being asked to do, right? It's kind of our backup plan, or not even a backup plan, it's our escape. Maybe that's a better word. It's our escape. Oh, well, I can't because I'm already doing this. So the person that we're telling that reason to, we're assuming agrees with us that, oh yeah, you have your son's birthday, that's why you can't volunteer. That's totally valid. But what if it was we had family time scheduled at that time? Would that person think that that's a completely valid reason? Maybe, maybe not. What if I were to say, oh, I can't because I'm taking a bath that day? You probably would get a weird look and be like, well, can't you take a bath a different day? But let me reframe this a little bit. What if you were asked to volunteer this Saturday, which is 4 days from now, and you have your week scheduled out, and you know that Saturday is the only day that you are going to have a little bit of downtime, and you are super looking forward to taking a bath. And that is just gonna fill your cup. It is going to decrease your stress level. It is gonna put your mood back where it needs to be. And you are deeply looking forward to this. And now there's this thing that you're being asked to do that is going to take that self-care away from you. And it's gonna put it yet on the back burner again. So let me ask you, is it really not a good reason to take a bath? Probably is. Probably is a good reason. And one that you should keep to yourself, right? But if we would say that to somebody else, we feel that we would be judged for giving that reason. And so know that the other person that you are telling that reason to has no bearing on whether or not it's a valid reason or not. You're the only one that has the bearing on if it is a good reason for you to decline. And so make your no a complete no. And you can do this in a nice way. You can say, oh my goodness, thank you so much for thinking about me. I totally appreciate that, but I'm not able to participate at this time. Or I'm sorry, that just doesn't fit with my schedule. Now, if you really, really wanted to do the thing you're being asked to do, but it truly just does not work with your schedule at this point in time, let them know that. Say, oh my goodness, I really loved helping out in this last year. I wish it would work out with my schedule this year. Can you do me a favor? I can't at this time, but could you let me know the next time that opportunity arises? Because I really would like to help you with this. And there you go. And they then, the next time, they will go ahead and ask you again. Now, if you really didn't want to help out with something, don't tell them you want to help out with something, because then they will ask you again. And you don't want them to keep repeating it if it's something that you're just totally not drawn to. So now the second question is, make your no a powerful no. And this is something that was told to me probably a couple of months ago. I do a little bit of virtual assistance work with someone out of state, and I've been working with her for a few months, and she had left me a message. So we were messaging back and forth. It was not an in-person conversation, but she had left me a message saying that she met with somebody who is a business owner, and he was looking for some support with a couple of different things in his business. And she felt that would be something that would be a good fit for me and wanted to know if I was interested. She told me a little bit about what he was looking for, and really, as she was telling me it, I was like, oh, I really don't want to do it. And not that the things that were asked to be done I couldn't do, but at that point in time, if I added one more thing to my plate, it just felt like I was going to be stretched too thin. And also, some of the things that he wanted to do just really didn't feel like me. For whatever reason, it just kind of like didn't sit well with saying yes to this opportunity. So I left her a message back saying, oh my goodness, thank you so much for thinking about me. It is like truly an honor that you feel that I do good work and you're asking for, or you're telling people referrals. So I was really, really thankful that she thought of me. And I said, you know, I can do the things that he's asking, but I don't know that I would want to do this portion. And, you know, just let me think about it and pray about it for a little bit, and I'll get back to you and let you know. And, you know, I kind of like stretched it out longer than that, kind of hemmed around a little bit. It wasn't really a yes, and it wasn't really a no, but when you were listening to it, you could tell it was a no. Like, it wasn't something I really had a desire to do, and she could tell that over the phone. And she told me, let your no be a powerful no. And I was like, oh, that is a statement right there, right? So now, had I told her, now it's not bad to think about things and pray about things, so I don't want to discourage people from doing that. But if I were to say, oh my gosh, thank you so much for thinking about me. I'm just honored that you felt that I do a good enough job that you can refer me to other people. And then if I would have said, you know what, these things I can do, give me a moment though to think about it and pray about it and just make sure that it fits with the direction that I want to go, and I'll get back to you. If I would have said it more confidently where, you know what, it might be a good chance, it might be an opportunity, then she probably would have said, sounds good. Let me know as soon as you decide and I'll let him know. But she could tell by the tone of my voice and the way I was responding that I was like, it was pretty much a no. I was just hemming and hawing. And this is not a powerful no. And it's one that needed to be a no, because right away I knew in my gut it was a no. Now, if I would have said yes to this opportunity because I felt like I needed to for whatever reason, but it really was an opportunity I wanted to say no to, I would have taken away from whoever is the person that is saying yes to that opportunity. I would have taken that experience away from them to be able to be a better fit. Plus, I would have robbed this person of whatever extra time it would have taken for him to find somebody. So if I was like, I'm not sure, and she's like, okay, well, just get back to me when you know, and it was a week or two before I got back to her, that took a week or two of him looking for somebody else, assuming that he was waiting for my answer first. But it would have taken a week or two of him waiting where he could have been out looking for someone else right away, knowing that it wasn't a good fit. So if you are a no, you don't need a reason. No is a complete sentence, and let it be a powerful no. Be confident in your no. Be assured that the person that's going to fill that spot was meant for that spot even more than you. Even if it's something you've been volunteering for forever and saying yes to forever, and it just does not sit well with you saying yes this time, say no. You don't know who is waiting for the opportunity to say yes. Okay, so I want to leave you with 3 takeaways today. The first one being, let your no be a complete sentence. It doesn't have to be rude. It can be super kind. It can be said in a gentle way, but let your no be a complete sentence. The second is, when you say no to something that does not fill your cup, it allows you to say yes to something that does. Whether it be a time to relax, a time for self-care, a time with your family, a time for something totally different. Maybe you wanted to pick up a new hobby or learn a new language, and this will give you some time to be able to do that. Say no to all of the things that you really don't want to do in life. So make sure to fill your cup with the things that fill you, because that's what's going to overflow. When you are filled with things that bring you joy, bring you happiness, fill your life with peace, that's what overflows in you. If you are saying yes to the things that don't light you up and you're filled with stress, like how do I fit it all in? There's so much anxiety around all these different things that I want to do and I've committed to doing. That's what's overflowing, is all this stress and all this worry and all this anxiety. That's not what you want to overflow from you. So say yes to the things that fill your cup and no to the things that don't. The third point I want to make is, who's out there saying no or not given the opportunity to do something because you said yes? What if your no allows somebody else to say yes to the thing that they were called to do, the thing that lights them up, but they're not given an opportunity because there's no position for them to fill since you have filled it? So your no can allow somebody else to be a heck yes for something that lights them up. If you are wanting a little bit more information on saying no to the things that don't light you up, check out a really great book. It is called The Best Yes by author Lysa TerKeurst. Lyssa is how you spell her first name. I'll drop the book and her name in the write-up below. But if you are really struggling in saying no to things that you really don't want to do, she gives you an amazing perspective. All right, my friend, thank you so much for joining. Remember to subscribe if you love what you hear, and we will see you next time.